quickly make a toast to the man of the day, who for 10 years has kept us busy on Sundays without fail. And who I personally, I can only just speak for myself, have appreciated so much over the years, all the work that you've done, because I know it doesn't get done by itself. So I want to say thank you. I'm sure everybody else will have a chance to say thank you at some point. But also, in honor of today's anniversary, we got so this is for you. Your honor, if you need an extra large, you can tell us. And look at all the stupid verbiage. Now you'll have to find out on your own. Anyways, cheers. One out now, one out. Sorry. 20 years ago, we were playing intramural softball up at UC Berkeley. The games were about 45 minutes. The umpires had an attitude. It sucked. I wanted to continue playing. At the same time, I was probably being scouted by the pros. I didn't want the money. I didn't want the fame, all that kind of crap. So I decided to start a league. I think there were like 10 or 12 people. And I just discovered email. I think there were like 10 or 12 people originally on the list. I didn't really like the softball games that much, but I like writing about them. So I continued to go. And it's gone from about 15 to about 300. And that's where we are now.
10 years, over a 10-year period.
And I think I've told Wendy I'll do another 30 years and then I'm checking out. We used to play UC Berkeley intramural leagues.
Yeah.
The umpires had this incredible attitude, which is we get out of there after 45 minutes, and I'm thinking to myself, a softball game, you're just getting into it after 45 minutes. I mean, you want to play a real game. And so I think we started off at Kleberger for the first half year. I think we were mainly at Kleberger. We did some games here, right? Were you there? No, you weren't there that time. And at the first few weeks, if you go back and you look at the website, which is conveniently titled eslnotes.com/ray./softball, it took me beg letters. For, I'd say most letters I had to beg. I challenged their patriotism. I challenged their humanity. I said, I can't believe there's fucking 25 of you out there and only 6 of you have committed. You guys are bastards. Get your ass out here and commit.
Right.
Is such a strong word.
Sorry, you guys are not appreciative. And I think for the first year to 2 years, I had to write beg letters every Thursday night, Friday morning. And it started to change after the second, third year when I probably had more than
Now people pay bribes, right?
Now people pay bribes. The slots are eBayed off. And it's not a problem to get a game. So.
1915. I had a friend named Nathan who was playing early on. I moved to the Bay Area in '97.
Yeah.
I knew Nathan. I said, hey, I'd love to get into a softball game thing.
Right.
And Nathan was playing, and so Nathan brought me. This was very early, and so I just started playing. So it was just like a couple months after the thing had started, and I've pretty much been doing it ever since.
Thank you.
Get the interview over.
Thank you. That's it.
Over.
We don't want to know anyone. Do you have anything else to add?
I still believe in a place called Hope.
What's your favorite thing about playing softball with this crowd?
Well, I guess it's I do it for the fans, so.
You do.
And the fact that I get paid really well, so I can't discount that either.
Like zilch.
Yeah, well, it's more than I make in my day job, so feeling good about that.
How many years have you been?
7 years, so I'm not a founder, but I'm close.
Yeah.
And as more founders kick off, I then become a founder. You see, that's the way I'm looking at it. So I'm secretly, I'm trying to push some of them out.
So it's money and fame, basically.
That's right, because at the end of the day, it's gotta do it,
It's got your
and
name.
also the fact that, chicks dig it, so.
Right. Of course.
That's right. That's
So
right.
it's important to me.
Very early on, when Ray and a number of them were playing, and then they went over to Zachary's Pizza afterwards, and they had just gotten started, and they went into the bookstore next door, and I was in there, and I knew Ehud, and Ehud says, "Hey, there's somebody who plays softball, grab her." And so then they said, "Hey, you want to play on this?" I know. And then I got signed up, and that must have been pretty shortly after they started, as I took my email, and I don't think they had too much of a email stuff after that.
Frank is our biggest risk taker. In softball.
But usually they pay
For
off.
screwing up on the bases and running to an extra base when it's not warranted, and then he gets stuck between second and third, and he goes back and forth and back and forth. It's called the sacrifice pickle.
Well,
And he gets stuck, and then it's an out. So we have this great rally going, and then he gets out between the bases and ruins the rally.
We need to have Chris explain the sacrifice pickle. What's Chris?
When Frank is behind a runner, when he draws attention because they're throwing him out, the beauty of it is the guy ahead of him can score. And hence the sacrifice pickle. Frank is sacrificed, gets himself in a rundown, guy scores. And,
One out. Okay, let's get going.
I've been coming around this game for about 8 years now. I'm an old timer. I'm not a consistent player necessarily anymore, but I was back in the day. My good friends Josh and Brian were the people that drew me in. Josh was here today, thankfully. And what can you say? This is one of those communities that just brings good people together and keeps them here.
Yeah.
And it's the reason that I keep coming back. Just a lot of good people.
And you
A lot of fun.
like the game too.
Love the game.
Yeah.
Love the game.
Do you play other places than here?
I do. In fact, one of the best things that came out of my experience doing this softball was getting to play on another team with a group of guys that I met through playing with Ray. So this place is it's ground zero for me. It really is it's my ground zero in Berkeley. It's great.
Basically,
Who invited you?
I have a blast. I look forward to this Sunday game. It's the first time every week or two you get a chance to see people you haven't seen in a while that you wouldn't normally hang out with. And it's such a good community. It's like it's a blast. Everybody's tranquil and relaxed, and it's a good way to catch up with for old friends and pretend like you're a good softball player for the day. Wow, that was wet. That's pretty nasty. Nonetheless, Ray's the best. Anybody who can create a situation where he's got 22 players coming out of 300 emails, this is when you get a pie in the face and that. Anyway, Ray, I'm very thankful. You're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
As the ball's pitched and you're hitting. I mean, the
Raymond. And I need to know you're not Raymond. And I need you more than ever, Raymond. And you'll always be holding me tight, Raymond.
All right, that's about it.